am Savvy Mike, and this is I Am Savvy Mike TV, and we have Corey Holcomb violating Terrence Howard. Does he want to debate math equations with him? Does he want to debate science with him? And PEMDAS and equations? Let's listen.
Terrence Howard was in the news recently for talking about the issues that go on with Backdooria. Now listen to me. Terrence Howard said something about once your manhood been grabbed up out of you, you need therapy. Am I right? Is that? That's what he said. Yeah. Listen. In fact, Terrence Howard, let me tell you something about Terrence Howard. Now, I'm a big fan of Terrence Howard's talent. I think he stands out talently.
I bet you he'll come on the show.
I would love him to come on the show because you know what I want to ask him? How was you able to work on the set of Empire as a heterosexual man? I know you were hated upon if you wasn't part of the Brown Hotel Rag crew.
Now, I don't know what Terrence Howard playing Lucius Lyon has to do with, anybody else on set. Like, I mean, it was a gay storyline in Empire with Jussie Smollett. We know what happened with him. We know what happened with him. But outside of that, I think that was the only gay storyline on that show. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know. I'm not gonna put that on nobody's jacket, so I'm not gonna say anything else. But yeah, that's the only gay shit from Empire. Empire was a good show up until like the, let's say, 4th season. Yeah, once we got to the 4th season, Empire was ass. Before that though, the first 3 seasons, some good music, some good storytelling. I didn't mind it. It was alright to me. But yeah, I don't know why Corey Holm is equating the two right now. So let's listen to see what he's talking about.
That's some funny ass shit, nigga.
I'm just saying, if you're not part of the disposable hotel rag mob, you're not gonna fit in on the set. Let me tell you something about being on set. Craig, you've been on set for movies before, right? The makeup trailer
it's full of
is the most, it's like where the gangs meet up on the Backdooria side.
And it's so small and
you got one of the greatest phrases for it. Chili doggers.
The chili doggers. Listen, man. When you on set, you go to the makeup truck. Do you know if a heterosexual male is in the makeup truck while everybody else is in there, you throw off everything. The makeup truck, when you are on set, men like to walk up to each other and but if you in there, a heterosexual male, they be like, this how they do. They all let you know. They gotta look. He in here, yo. The guy who likes only vaginas in here.
If I'm not mistaken, though, I'm sure Terrence Howard was probably #1 on the call sheet on Empire. He probably ran that set. And all that gay stuff just stayed away from him. He's like, keep that shit away from me. And yeah, when I walk in the trailer, calm it down. I want to see all that bullshit. I'm just saying. I'm sure that's how Terrence Howard rolled. I'm just saying. The way he's been talking, that's what it seems like. It seems like that's how he acted. Which, I don't think it's done. And then he probably was getting paid a lot of money to be on Empire after a certain point, because he was like the guy. He's what him and Taraji P. Henson is Cookie Lion. That was, the kids were the kids. But them two together and their story is what kept you watching. So yeah. I don't think Terrence Howard cared as long as that check cleared.
They say it with their eyes. When you walk in the makeup thing, this is how they do it. So I would like to ask Terrence Howard how he survived on the set of Empire. When if you're not with it, you are public enemy number one. You were the head of the set. Am I right? He was either number one or number two on the list. You know when you do a TV show,
Your number.
what was his list? It couldn't be more than number three.
Him and then Taraji.
Right.
See, guys, look, I already told y'all what Corey Holcomb is trying to allude to. He was he was definitely number one on the call sheet for sure. He was the fucking main character. He was number one on the call sheet. But at the same time, being number one on the call sheet comes with a lot of perks, comes with a lot of money. And I'm sure he wasn't going to give any of that up leading a hit television show like Empire. Because Empire, y'all forget, Empire was a hit television show for them first 3-4 seasons. Like, niggas was tweeting about it, talking about it all the time. Empire was being watched by everyone at a certain point. So, look, Terrence Howard was getting a bag. He didn't give a fuck about any of the other shit that was going on set. As long as his room was his room and he could work on his equations, that's all that probably mattered to him.
It's either Taraji or him. Number two, you're a heterosexual male on the set of Empire. How did you pull it off? I want to know, Mr. Howard. Please come on the 5150 show. I know you have stories to tell that you really want to get off. Come tell it on a real platform where the real truth is able to come out, because we are who we say we are. Except for maybe Darlene. I think Darlene. Okay, my bad.
That was funny though.
What they say?
Somebody said that he would say, "Don't touch me, man." You know, he says that.
No, what he did on Hustle and Flow, his accent was brilliant.
Man,
he killed that. He killed that thing. Hey, man. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Right. He killed that. He's a great actor. Great actor. But the set of Empire smelled like they was cooking chitlins all day.
Corey Holcomb ever on the set of Empire? I don't know. Maybe not. Either way. Did y'all see that video, Terrence Howard? Though, let's watch that video. Terrence Howard, don't wait before I start this, because he talk about like, I wish I could strike these. Don't give me no copyright strike, Terrence Howard. I love Empire. I love Hustle and Flow. I loved you as War Machine in the first Iron Man. Chill.
Listen, before y'all talk about me, y'all need to talk to me. You see, once upon a time, if a man questioned another man's honor, he didn't do it from the shadows. He had to do it out in the open, with his name, his chest out, and his chin high. Not hiding behind a keyboard or tucked behind editing clips of fair use disclaimers. You see, citing Section 107 of the Copyright Act does not give you free rein to defame, misrepresent, or harm another's reputation. Fair use is not...
Look, whole time I'm thinking, this fucker can't afford no AirPods? Like, this nigga is literally living in another decade. He's living in the last decade. He can't afford no fucking AirPods. Why does he got the wired Apple headphones on right now with the fucked up mic? If he had some AirPods, he'd have the AirPods with the noise cancellation so we could fucking hear him. Instead of hearing the wind just blow this shit all over the fucking, that annoying ass sound. Like, what the fuck, Terrence Howard? Respect to you, though. Respect. I'm just saying, I know you got some Lucius Lyon money you send somewhere. You got some AirPods. You could get some AirPods, nigga.
Shield for character assassination. So here's the simple truth. If you take my words, my image, my ideas, and twist them to feed your fear and inflate your ego, if you profit off of my name while calling me a liar, then be prepared to stand behind your accusations. Because in the old world, men didn't hide behind anything. When they spoke against someone, they had to speak it with their whole being. And if you're going to speak against me, then use the same courage that it took for me to say those truths. Man to man, eye to eye. Integrity and in truth. I've spent a lifetime earning the right to speak with the conviction about these truths that I speak. So if you want to tear that down, have the decency to come and say it directly to my face. And say it like a man. If you're going to talk about the geometry, have other geometries to argue against it. If you're going to talk about the supersymmetry, speak of other supersymmetries that would work against it. If you're going to talk about the white papers, provide your own white paper as an argument to argue against the equations or the conclusions. But we're going to do this respectfully, otherwise we'll end in a duel. And I mean a duel, real life duel, where only one person walks away. We can meet with guns, bottles, knives, or books and equations. But we're going to do this like men. So, get ready.
Man said guns, bottles, and knives. Look, at the end of the day, I am not a mathematician. I am not Neil deGrasse Tyson. So I'm not going to debate Terrence Howard on his equations, his fucking mathematics, his science, whatever he got going on. I'm not going to debate him on anything. I don't want to have a duel with the guy that made it's hard out here for a pimp. I just don't want to do it. Okay? I don't want to beef with that guy. That guy is a legend in my opinion. And of course he didn't make It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp. That's 3-5 Mafia. But you get what I'm saying. 3-6 Mafia, not 3-5 Mafia. Leave me alone. Do not get in them. He said 3-5 Mafia. 3-6 Mafia. My bad. Anyways, let me know what y'all think about Corey Holcomb inviting Terrence Howard onto his show. Terrence Howard invited anybody that doesn't agree with him to a duel. Let me know in the comments below. I am Savvy Mike in this. So I am Savvy Mike TV. Peace.